Hey YouTube. Today is going to be an overview and a basic setup of my Lansky Deluxe sharpening system. And this is the 5-stone system. So basically, when you open the box, I have 5 guide rods, and I don't keep the ones that I use. These are the 2 straightest ones, and I don't keep those in here because if you've seen any other videos about the Lansky system, one of the drawbacks was that if you keep your rods in here, when you try to get them out, they're prone to bending. So I just took my 2 straightest rods and I just keep it loose in the package. And this is a product catalog, and here's the basic instructions and the how to attach the blade, assembling the hone, sharpening procedure. So then you have the honing oil. This is for use on these stones. They don't recommend using this on the diamond stones. Okay, and this is our clamp here. And basically the way this clamp works is you put your knife through here, the back end or the spine, and then you screw down here with a Phillips or a flathead just to create some tension on the knife. And then this piece back here you screw down. It creates a wedge back here, which in turn puts more pressure on the blade and the clamp to hold it more securely. And again, like I said, this is the 5-stone set, as you can see, and they're all color coded. So this one gets the least amount of time for me, but this is the 70 grit extra coarse hone stone, and that's mainly for reprofiling edges, or you might have like chips in your blade or something and you need to take a lot more metal back off. Then we have, and this is the 120 grit coarse. So this is the 280 grit medium stone. And in my opinion, most of my working edges, I generally don't need to go with extra coarse and coarse. If I'm just touching up, I'll do a light pass on mediums, and then I'll go to the next grit, which is the 600 grit fine stone. And most of my edges are good after the blue one or the 600 grit. They're definitely serviceable and they work. Once you get past that, that's when you start polishing. Which, moving on to the next one, is the 1000 grit ultrafine stone. Okay, so that's the base package there. And this will run you between $30 and $35 on Amazon. Okay, so next is some of the sold separately items, which this guy is the stand kit, and I highly recommend you get this. It's just more stability, because if not, you have to hold this guy in your hand or set it up with a vise or a workbench clamp. So if you didn't want to do any of that, you would just buy this stand kit. The stand kit is about $10 to $11 on Amazon. So the only thing I did, which technically is a modification, but it's not that big of a deal, is I cut a 12 by 12 piece of MDF, 3/4 inches. I attached the kit to the base that I made. Now what happened was I used screws that were too long and they kind of protrude out the bottom. So then it wasn't as flat. You know, the whole point of the stand is to have a flat level surface. So what I had to do is I took a paint stirrer and I just cut out 4 different pieces and put them in each corner. And I basically just glued them and clamped them. And once the glue set, it was good to go. So now I still have that sturdy base. So that's the modification. And this is the additional piece that I recommend. So another thing I recommend is a leather stropping hone. So even though this is used, I just still keep it in original packaging just for storage. And this really gets a nice polish on your edge. Now what I did, not following the directions, I used a green compound, abrasive compound, and it specifically says in here that using abrasives will shorten the lifespan of this product. The only thing they say that is acceptable is white jeweler's rouge. So I used the green one. Now what I have found that the green compound does give me a much more polished edge than this by itself. So we'll see how long it lasts, but I'll continue to use the green compound on this one. And I just bought another one that I'll just use dry or without any abrasive. And the last one is a Super Sapphire Polishing Hone. Now, with the kit, you get down to 1,000 grit stones, but this guy is actually 2,000 grit. And I haven't used this yet, but I just figured I'd try it. This was about 14-15 bucks on Amazon. And I'll throw some links in the description for you guys. And the only other things that I'll use when I'm sharpening, microfiber cloth, just to remove the metal from the blade every now and again. Some painter's tape to protect the blade when it's in this clamp, because this could scratch your knife. Just some Goo Gone. Well, you really don't get any adhesive residue from these, but if you used electrical tape, or if you had a knife that you use cutting cardboard with a bunch of tape or glue, you just use this to get rid of that. Just a marker. So what I will show you how to sharpen using this, and basically you just use this marker to color your bevel. So when you set your angle here, you'll know if you're hitting the bevel correctly or not. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank you all for stopping by and checking out this video. You guys have a great day.